am very happy that we got a very nice sleep last night. This bay is so calm. That's why we came back to Brewers Bay here in St. Thomas. We have got a lot done since we've been here in the USVIs. We got our new sails in. Thank you, Anne. We've got a 150, a 100, and a 180. We got new anchor chain. Beau fixed the water maker, which took forever. We put in new self-telling winches. There's just a couple other little things that we want to get finished before we make our passage down to Curacao for hurricane season. First off, I gotta get these lines seized because they're coming unraveled. And every one of our lines seem to look like this, so better safe than sorry. We don't really need them to be done before the passage, but it's just something that I've been wanting to do for a while. Another thing I want to definitely get done is fixing our lifelines. They're loose. We just need to completely redo them. There's just a couple other little things that just would make us feel better before we get going, especially fixing the dinghy, because we've been pumping that thing up for what, a month now?
At least.
We have a really good weather window coming up in a couple of days, so we don't have very long to get all this stuff done. But first, I have to finish my coffee. This one smells like fish.
Alright, you got a lot of work ahead of you.
Look at all of them. I don't even know if that's all of them. I think we have more.
Before I can fix the dinghy, I need to run into another bay and pick up anchor chain for Brooke and Gary. We're gonna ship it down to Curacao for them. Search a delivery service. Once I get back, I'll have to take care of all the leaks. The guy who previously owned it had chaps on it. And chaps are basically covers for the hypalon. Unfortunately, water got underneath between the chaps and the hypalon and created all of these little rub spots.
Mañana. Ayer.
Got to buy something to contain the chain so we can put it in our cabin on our trip down to Curacao. So I guess a laundry basket will do.
Anoche. Anterior. Almost forgot a very important one, the head halyard. But I'm not gonna take it down because that's gonna be a pain in the butt, so figured I'd just sit up here and do it. I just finished the very last whip. I found a lot more up front that...
You missed one.
Are you kidding? I did this one! Oh my gosh, I forgot the one in. Okay, so this will be the last one that I have to do. But I found so many other little ones outside that I had to wrap up after I did the head halyard. So hopefully we won't find any more, but if not, I'll be taking care of it while we're underway.
Special delivery.
That's right.
All right.
This goods for you too.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Got it?
Right. And
Oh, the beast.
long awaited.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you!
Yeah.
As you flew away.
Oh, you got them all?
Oh my gosh!
I got a couple of them. There's
Okay.
more up there though.
Okay,
Sweet.
thank you.
Now that we got the chain for Brooke and Gary, I need to get to repairing those holes that we have. There's quite a few of those blisters, so this is gonna take me a while. First, I need to sand all of them down. Need to sand my patches that I bought. Clean it, put glue on both the patch and the dinghy. Then I am able to secure the patch to the dinghy. The dinghy's made out of hypalon. This should hopefully have a really strong bond, and hopefully this will do the job.
See some dolphins?
Just a sunset swim with the dolphins. Oh my gosh, there was two of them and they just kind of like came by and were like, hey, what's up? And swam by. They've been out here for a little bit playing around. I've been watching them, but they came a little bit closer, so I jumped in. Oh my god, they're the best! It's really hard to get work done when you know the dolphins are still around, isn't it?
So hard.
So hard. They're still over there. Oh, they're too far away. How's it going?
Good. It's my last. Well, no, I got one little tiny piece to cut out. And then I need to clean everything, and then I can mix up the glue, the 2-part glue.
Is it better to do it at night anyways?
Yeah, it'd probably be better as long as it doesn't rain.
I was looking at the dolphins.
Chopped liver over here.
He's okay?
Those work.
Today we are doing all the things. You should see the list of stores that we need to go to. We are renting a van, so hopefully we'll get everything done. We have a lot to do. But first, I'm going to do the splicing for the lifelines while we're in the car. I've already done the port side, so I practiced a little bit, so now I know what I'm doing. So now I just need to do the starboard side. But I gotta go and take it down first, so before we leave. When we first put the lifelines in, of course they were for Una, and they were tight enough, it was great, but over the years they have come loose. We put in this line and it just pretty much went south. So nothing is really cut and done nicely. And right now it's just pretty much, there's no reason to even have the netting up because it just goes out.
What are you doing?
I mean, that's not going to help us save our winch handles. We are keeping the netting because since we are hang-on, when we're bringing down the sails, it helps keep the sails inside the boat. So I think that it's a really good reason to keep them up. It also keeps our winch handles on the boat. Right, Lovey?
Yep. They like to take swims every once in a while.
Securing up the dinghy, and Beau is in his underwear.
Why am I in my underwear? So let's start from the beginning. Brandy dropped me off the shore to go pick up the car. So she dropped me off at the beach and went back to the boat. I got the car, came back to shore, radioed her to let her know I was here, and she couldn't get the dinghy motor started. It's not her fault. The dinghy motor's giving us a few issues. So instead of just sitting here watching her struggle, I stripped down to my skivvies and swam about, what do you think, a quarter mile?
Yeah.
To Sersha, and eventually got the engine started. And here we are. Now I have wet underwear.
He swam from here all the way out there. Thanks for coming to my rescue.
You're welcome. You got the car key?
I do.
Now I'm gonna use the public shower and rinse off.
Yeah. We really have every bag that we have from the boat with us. And I'm carrying it to the car. And there she is. Our ride for the day. So while I'm waiting on Beau to get done with his public shower, I'm gonna start splicing. Everything I learned on YouTube, you guys. Super easy, just takes a lot of time and patience. And yeah, I'm not the person to give you a tutorial on how to do this, but I will make sure to show you guys what it looks like after I'm all done and get everything all pretty for you. All better?
So fresh and so clean. Second shower of the day. That doesn't happen ever.
All right, let's roll. We got places to go, people to see, things to get.
What should take 5 minutes took 3 hours. That's all right. Such is cruising life. How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. Man, body parts in here. Thankfully, Michael delivered most of our packages, but I understand why these he left behind. They're super heavy. But if it wasn't for him, we would have a lot more. So Thank you, Michael. Packages, check.
Funny thing here in the USVIs, you have left-sided passenger drivers, but you drive on the left side of the road. It's very, very confusing. And I'm happy that I'm not the one driving, that this guy is. Currently, we are in a place called Harbor Shoppers here in St. Thomas, and they have everything from lines to wires to brackets to grommets to wiring to toilet seats to pretty much anything that you need. And I always lose Beau when we come in here. And we were supposed to come here only to look for a whisker pole, and I've lost him in the corner over here. Just found him. What you doing?
Trying to find some fittings for our new float meter for the water maker.
Any luck?
I think so, but I forgot to measure the diameter of our tubing, so I'm kind of just guessing.
Alright, but what are we here for, really?
A whisker pole, right?
I'm looking at my fake watch. We only have a couple more hours, so we have to meet our friends, and we still have lots to do. So,
Almost done. Almost done.
what are you doing now? Come on! What are you looking at?
Our through hull's leaking. It's gonna have to get replaced when we get hauled out, so better buy it here at the consignment store than paying top dollar down in Curacao. Grab this in.
For this guy over here?
Slightly too long. Yeah. Too short. Well, this was a bust. Worth looking though. Maybe we'll just wait till we can get some new gear and get it properly sized, opposed to like just trying to make something work.
No whisker pole? Check.
Provisioning, check. Going to get some bottom paint.
Thank you.
Man, these are heavy, huh? Do a workout with these. Have a good day. Thanks. Appreciate your help, man.
Thank you.
Sorry we're
Appreciate
running
it.
so behind.
I was hoping you'd come picking up. I already had the store closed.
Oh, yeah, sorry, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh man. We've gotten so lucky today with people being so nice.
That's cool.
Appreciate it.
Easy.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you. Here, hon. One more. Oh. Whew.
It's a whole lot of paint.
So,
Bottom paint, check. We're done. Now to go hang out with our friends.
alright guys, well, that was a full day. We were able to go and have some sushi with our friends and play some games, but it's 10 o'clock already and I just loaded up all the paint and all the packages. Beau is going back to drop the car off, and then I guess he's gonna run back here. I don't know. That's another fun thing about living on a boat. We had to tie our dinghy to a tree, lock it to the tree, hope it was still there by the time we got back, load probably a couple 100 pounds of stuff onto it, drag it into the water, and I just unloaded it while he's going to drop off the car. So fun times. But we were super grateful to have that car today because we would have never accomplished what we got done without having the car. So thank you so much, Jesse, for having that car available so we were able to get it from you guys. But I'm going to do you a good night, and then tomorrow morning we're going to be up early and really nailing down some of these projects. I didn't get any of the splicing done while I was in the car, so I got a lot of work to do. Plus, we have to finish editing a video for you guys, so I'm gonna say night-night, but I'm really not going to bed. I'm gonna be editing. Okay, night-night, bye!
Back to the dinghy repair. The dinghy is pretty much deflated because I have all of those spots exposed, so it's not able to hold any air. So now I gotta pump it up, clean it up, mix up glue, and then throw the patches on. Almost ended up
man.
in the drink.
Oh.
Super deflated.
Oh.
Hopefully this is enough. I think so. I didn't realize how much this stuff made. There's a lot. I do have a lot of patches though. That dinghy was really bad. Hopefully no more leaks. Wouldn't that be nice, Lovey?
That would be very, very, very nice. Very nice. Are you painting the whole boat?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Jeez, look at all those patches.
Thin to win, my friends. Thin to win. Just about done. Can you set a timer for 30 minutes?
Yep.
Please? Thank you.
Your timer is set for 30 minutes.
Well, since I did not get any of my splicing accomplished while we were driving around yesterday, back at it today. We've got to get this done because we're leaving in 2 days. So I am working on this while Beau's finishing up the dinghy. But I think I can do it. It's just getting it done.
As long as the dolphins don't come again.
Yeah, as long as the dolphins don't come. They're very distracting. Can't help it. But pretty much just doing the basic splice. And after a whole port side, I feel a little more confident in it. And I really actually like how I'm capturing it at the end. What do you call that?
Whipping.
When I whip it at the end. So whip. Watch me nay-nay. Watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay-nay. This is just a basic dead-eye splice, and I'm just making a little loop out of this. These two are going to lock into each other, and then I'm going to take this little end and push it inside of here. And if you remember, maybe if you guys were lucky enough, you used to have those little toys that, if you see how it kind of opens, you can push it open, where you put your fingers in with your friend, and then like you couldn't push them apart or pull it apart. That's
Chinese
what happened.
finger trap.
Is that what it was called?
Chinese.
Oh, Chinese finger trap.
It's actually very simple. If you try to pull it apart, it holds tight. But come together like good brother and sisters, and you are free.
So once this gets set inside there, then it's nice and tight. This is the lifeline. And then I'm going to take this smaller line and whip it to the hook on our pull pit and our push pit. And then we tighten it up from there. What do you call that? Whipping?
Lashing?
Lashing. So we'll lash this. And I really... Oh, your timer's done.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Time to put
Time
more
to put
glue on.
glue. Anyways, we take this and we whip it and lash it to the boat itself, and then we pull it real tight. So this will be really, really tight and hold up the netting really well.
Can I get your help?
Yes.
Here you go. You need your tool. Dinghy is done.
1 down, 3 more to go. I've called in the troops to help. Beau we finished the dinghy, so now he can help. But here it is. I just pulled this through all the way down through here, and now I'm going to Chinese finger trick it. And they call it milking. I wonder why.
How about them apples?
Still inflated. Back to the netting. So we've got our net, we've got the lifeline, and we have 2
Whippers?
whippersnappers, lashings. Lashers. But first we need to run this through the lifeline.
That'll fit? This'll fit through there?
It won't. I did this last time too. Ah!
A little thick.
I have to redo it now. I have to undo it and then, fudge, I forgot. So, guess what we didn't do again? We didn't put the netting through it.
Oh.
Alright, take 4. We're gonna be able to do this, you guys. I promise I did this before. Alright, this is gonna take a bit because I have to thread it through.
Alright, Missy, show us how it's done.
So each time you put it through, you tighten it up.
You want to show them tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to finish up here, guys. Have a good night. See you in the morning.
I love this lashing. So pretty. It's real tight. Lifeline's done. So clearly I am a checker-offer kind of person and Beau is a crosser-offer kind of person. I guess there's a type for everyone. But today we are going to finish this list because we're leaving tomorrow and we still have half the list to do. And I think we're gonna start with changing out the halyard. In order to run the new main halyard up through the sheave, I'm just sewing them 2 together. The old one is old, it's too short, it's fraying, and we just had a nice peace of mind to want to put this new one in. Here we go.
It went through?
It went through. Glad we used that and not tape. Voila. Ding, ding, ding.
Good job. High five.
I gotta go up and grease the track as well. And also I'm gonna run the new spare halyard where this one used to live.
So I dropped this guy in the water last night, just as the sun was setting, and then attempted to jump in the water to go retrieve it, but I literally couldn't barely see in front of myself.
But no point in getting clothes wet. Nobody can see me anyways.
I can.
I'm actually gonna quickly hit the bottom of the boat. We're getting a little bit of soft growth, and hopefully I can find that little knob.
You found it.
Found it.
You doing the bottom while you're down there?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I might just hit the back end.
Back in your home. No going for any more swims. Alright, I do like having a full water tank before making a big passage, just so we don't have to worry about running out of water underway. Last task of the day, tightening the shrouds. All done with pretty much everything. Check. 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 Alright. Now we gotta get some rest. Gonna have a long sail tomorrow.
Great, and I gotta go up the mast. Perfect.
Take 5,123.
So.
Are you gonna explain what you're doing?
Oh, I don't know. Research on YouTube. I don't even know how to explain it.
There you have it, folks. Figure it the out. Here on Social, we do things not once, not twice, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 times. We'll eventually get it right.
Practice. I think he just wanted an excuse to get in the water in his birthday suit.
The sun goes down, the moon comes up.
Work, still work.